Hello and welcome. My name is Kevin. This is Dear for Bruce. We're here in Crusader Kings 3 once more with you all for another lovely day of figuring out what the new content is all about. Hope your Tuesday is going well. Mine is off to a good start. As you can see, we are clean shaven, Kevin. Please don't be too mad at me. I have to get an ID, a government ID picture soon, so I wanted to be the clean shaven version of myself for that photo, so that when I go to enter establishments where they check ID, they can be like, yep, that's you. That's little you. What's going on today? We are talking about the game, this new event pack that came out, Coronations. What is Coronations all about? What would you think? It's in the title, guys. Come on. Can we get some critical thinking out here? Hopefully not. We'll see. We're gonna play for a little bit and see what all the new content's about, see what the vibes are like, see how it goes. I'm thinking we'll probably play in Bohemia just because I think it's the easiest place to start as a king. Well, start to make a kingdom right away without much of a fuss or muss or any of those things. But let us look quickly at what is new with the game, so that we all know what we're doing, what we're looking at. Yes, that's what we want to look at. Cool. So the version of the game is called Ascendant. In the paid version, obviously there is probably a bunch of stuff about coronations. Let's see what the free stuff is first. The game content, they like to call it, not the stuff that it costs money. Adds bow inspired type and adds bows to weapon option of commission artifacts decision. That's kind of cool. So you can make specific bows for stuff. Bow artifacts now increase hunting trait Venator track XP gain. Adds 4 random yearly events about being a counselor. Underage kings and emperors over the age of 12 are now wear crowns. New camera angles for event characters, mini playing perspective, 8 new feast events, and adds regional government type based custom LOC keys. Okay, I don't know what that last one is, but yeah. Any opinions on the DLC? I've not really played very much of it. I mean, it's like $5, right? How much is it? $5 for an event pack seems pretty reasonable, but we'll see. We'll get into the meat and potatoes of what's actually happening in this game, what's going on in the event, and see what it's all about. So we'll see how that goes. Adds coronations events, obviously. Adds the game rules for coronations, once making them optional by turning off crown laws, and another allowing ranking up to emperor without losing crown. That's a new mechanic that we have to make sure we pay attention to. Adds laws for kings and emperors regarding their uncrowned, uncrowned, or atoned status. Anointed status, uncrowned kings and emperors and their spouses do not wear crowns. So crowns are becoming a really important thing. Adds faith-based trigger for whether a culture is focuses specifically on crowns during coronations or regalia, or utilizes either without preference. Okay, so now they have a new thing in regards to your faith. You can change whether you're into holding things or wearing things. But I guess regalia, you can also wear regalia. It's just like what the game makes it look like is a scepter. But wouldn't you say like this is technically regalia? What is the breadth of regalia? That's the real question. New filters for activity located that permits you capital and holy sites both within and outside your realm. Ties coronations into title gain events and elsewhere. There's another prelude phase, a bunch of events for hosting events, being a guest at events, being guest at feasts, and hosting feasts. Above events include fulfillment events where guests with shared intents choose what related reward they are intending in asking for the host. Critical fail outcome for coronation based on guests with disrupted loyalty besting the host. Events include for Christians, administrative, clan, nomad, tribal, and confederations. Interesting. I feel like I've never really done any confederation stuff, so I don't know what that's all about. Kevin is some fire regalia today. Thank you. You like how I don't have a crown on yet because we haven't been crowned yet? I'm interested. What I'm mostly interested in is the oath part. Add 16 oaths with bespoke rewards and fulfillment conditions, including oath tracker, story cycle, oath decisions, oath failure, and success events. New oath-based building lines, new oath-based cultural tradition. Ooh. I wonder if we can find that. I kind of want to look at that. Added crowning animation, added new intent icon for coronation activity type illustration. AI behavior adjusted so that they will host coronations ASAP while uncrowned. Okie dokie. So it's a bunch of shit around coronations, as you can imagine. So let's just see what this is all about. As you can see, I was playing a little bit earlier just to get the vibes. We're gonna play as Duke. I want to look at this new coronation. I need to make a video about quality of life things that they need to add to the game, because at this point, not being able to search is going to get pretty wily here soon, where why do I have to look and know exactly where that setting is instead of being able to search up here being like coronation laws. Uncrowned laws will be damaged to legitimacy and opinions for kings and emperors until they hold a coronation. Crown imperial excess. Kings will not be uncrowned. Wow, that's a big debuff. When they ascend to the emperor tier. No coronation law. High tier do not have uncrowned law and are not required to hold coronation. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's start as Duke Vertislav and get it going. Can we get some other nations other than Bohemia, since even the officials team did? Oh, okay, yeah. All right. If we can do somebody else. Bohemia was just easy because they're just like they're set up to do it, but we can do somebody else real quick. Because the hard thing is you can't be already crowned, and a lot of all the kings in the game are already crowned when we start. So let's do it. New DLC? Yes. It's just an event pack. It's not a full... It's just a little taster. And why are you wearing animal furs? You think this is real fur? You think this is real fur? Why don't we start as Novgorod? We can start in Russia. Do we want to make a custom character? Or do we want to just say... Screw it, we ball. Answer my first question. I'm not interesting. Yeah, let's start as create our own ruler. Because poor K, no. We're going to be Orthodox. We're going to be Russian. Should we be a woman? Should we be a man? Let's load in our... Do we have any preset ones? Diplo money? Apparently we have a guy preset. This Patrick. Damn, this dude's got some cheekbones. That's why I like this guy. He's got big cheekbones. They are considered not West Slavic. They're just... what does the Russians fall under? East Slavic, yep. 43, disloyal, has a son. That seems good. Look at those cheeky bones. We're the Bruce family. We do it for him. Exclamation mark. Random. Ooh, 2 fish? That sounds great. Yeah, I think that's fine. 10, 8, 18, 7, 11. Let's see how that goes. Start. Oh, he's Catholic. Fuck. Hold up. Can't be Catholic. He can't be Catholic. We need him to be hella Orthodox. Christianity, Orthodox. And then East Slavic, Russian. And then give him a nice Russian name. What is the Russian name that I always think of? Vasily? Vasily's a decent Russian name, I feel like. What's the one that I always think sounds like a girl and that is in in all the Russian novels. I feel like there's a name that Russians get that it's like, it's always, every time I hear it, I'm like, that sounds like a girl name, but it's definitely not. It's amazing seeing other people playing this game. I love it because everyone plays differently. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Paradox games, especially this one. Does a good job of making it wildly different for everybody's different playstyles and stuff like that. Sasha. Yeah, Sasha. Classic Sasha, dude. Love me a good Sasha. Sasha girl and Vladimir for a man. Yeah. Okay. So, what do we start off with any more than the one duchy? No, we don't have the second duchy yet. We need 250 gold, which we can sell trivial titles to get some of it, and then we can extort subjects to get the rest. So we'll probably have enough money here in a second. We should also probably get wedded to some probably alliances at this point. We have Gleb Bruce. He's not the worst, actually. Gleb. Classic Gleb. Are we too far away to marry into this family? Just having a... Yeah. No, that makes sense. Swedes, no. The Danes have a ton of kids. They say no because we're not a king and relatively close. Whatever. Okay, we'll wait until we become a king to get all that. Sasha's the name you're thinking of, yes. What's your favorite DLC? I think Roads to Power. I think my favorite DLC is either Roads or Tours. I think Tours was a lot of fun. Comparatively. Okie dokie. So let us see. This guy gets a weak hook on us. He is one of our counts. Why he's got such a hate boner for us? Oh, because he's the wrong faith. I need the money for the good of the realm. Sure. And then we go ahead and just straight away modify his contract so he can't do anything about it. Extort courtiers, extort something for prestige. Our poor boy David. Damn, the hunchback mechanic has really, like how they've changed hunchbacks has really made things. Look at this. Look at this. This is the biggest buff that's happened to any sort of disability or any sort of disfigurement in this game. I guess is a hunchback disability? I don't really understand. It's like scoliosis plus. But all right, we have enough money to get at least the second duchy, and then I think maybe just enough for the king. No, not yet. So we'll just have to wait for our kingdom to happen. Do you think you will ever get a DLC that adds more depth in being a counselor for your liege, like doing spymaster stuff more depth? I mean, right now, how it is, it feels like playing a vassal of anybody is really like tedious because 9 times out of 10, the AI doesn't do the smartest things. So unless you're role playing pretty heavily into doing that, I think they definitely need to make a DLC. Will we get one? Who's to say? Who's to say what those events will do and what they will look like if we get them? Army maintenance, holding taxes, 85 gold, or let's roll the bones and see if we get this. You lost your investment. Fuck this guy. Okay. We can't do a coronation because we're not king. And does this guy like us enough yet? Can we arrange a marriage between... Did you already marry off all your kids? Hot damn, boy. Damn, they all did get married off. Well, I guess we've got to wait. Yeah. Hoi 4 petition incoming? No. Nobody wants to watch Hoi 4. That's not true. A lot of people want to watch Hoi 4. I personally don't want to play Hoi 4. I think the hardest thing for me when it comes to Hoi is that I am just unsure of what I'm supposed to be doing at any given point. Like there feels like more of a formula to everything. Oh, okay. That's rude. That's rude. Sir, that's rude. Is this our best commander? I'm the best commander? That's problems. How good is their commander? Hey, let's go. Let's go tell them to stop raiding my house. Russian Empire. What you aiming for this run? Right now, we're just trying to look through the mechanics of coronations. We could eventually become Tsar of Russia. It takes a lot of land to become Tsar. And the Ryuk people have a lot of wants and needs for it. So we'll see. Maybe we'll try to take power and see it. All Under Heaven, there's a vassal faction mechanic. Do you think they won't be enough to make playing as vassal interesting? I think they'll make it interesting in Bliss. Welcome in, first and foremost. But I think it will be interesting to play there, but I don't know if that mechanic is going to exist outside of Imperial China. I think it's only China gets that buff. Everybody else gets... maybe other hegemons will have the Imperial system too. I'm not sure, but you're right. You corrected me on... I misremembered that mechanic was going to be important. The whole like spreadsheets of and shit. Exchange hostages? No, I'm not interested. Vanilla is too easy for me. Playing with Dark Ages with interactive vassals actually made the playing as a count fun. Nice. Real life, welcome in. How you doing? Let's do tax guy. And then we can make sure that we have both these checkmarked, but I think we'll be able to become a king momentarily, which then we'll have to switch our headphones to something else. What does the new Coronations do? It's essentially unlocks a new event called Coronations, where you can get a bunch of legitimacy and opinions and some sick artifacts, which will give you some bonuses. And then there's this oath path, so that at the end of your coronation, you can take an oath saying, I'm going to be very cool, or I'm going to blow up some houses or something like that. I don't know. Is there spying in this game? There is spying in the city. Also, if you want a bit better of a commander, hire a master of horse, you can appoint the task. Oh yeah, it's +3 advantage. That is true. 2 more months and we'll have enough to be king. Helps with succession. You also get a bunch of different stuff when it comes to your personal artifacts and stuff like that. All right, we'll take the 85 gold. Now we'll become king. Bing, bong, boom. So, the Novgorodian court. The gift will mark the beginning of the royal tenure. Baron Ivan Lagdog unfolds a beautiful banner bearing the emblem of House Bruce. You are a king in name, but still the realm should convince for a great ceremony of coronation. There you may cement your authority and pledge yourself to God as a protector and defender of Novgorod. Commence the preparations. So certain coronation activity requirements, a crown artifact. This guy is going to start crown Igor, our son. Des, thank you for the follow. Wait. Wasn't our son something else? Well, Igor, get to work, brother. Next coronation costs you adopt uncrowned law. You gain 200 legitimacy. Sweet. So Igor, my boy, wait. My son, for whatever reason, is LARPing as as an artist, and for some reason, I wonder when they will introduce baptism. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to look at our faith and see where that coronation tradition is at. Characters of Empire tier or higher must use the anointed activity to receive anointed sovereign law. Does it say what that means? It just means you get more bonus opinion for certain people. Does it say anything about what items we like more than other items? Teachings of Jesus. Okay. So he's working on the crown. We can hold court if we want to. I don't think we're going to. Oh, and of course we just get a cat right off the bit. How's the coronation? Good. We just get a cat. Everything's great. Her name is Bruce. Bruce. Sick. I feel like I get the cat event so often now. After making the cat video, we just always getting that now. What's the game name? It's called Crusader Kings 3. Already hear the Vladimir Putin voice over the history of Russia. Christoph, welcome in. Hail, Bruce. How are the coronations? We have yet to coronate. Turns out you gotta have a crown first before you can even begin the coronation process. If you don't got a crown, you're gonna look like a big idiot up there. We don't want to look like a big idiot. Let's hold court real quick because we're waiting for a crown to come to us. Sure. Sure. Ooh, a land survey? Don't mind if I do. Put us in a little bit of debt for a couple years. Yikes. Probably needed that cash for the coronation. How much do you think coronations cost? Financially, we might be in a bit of problems, but let's see. Okay. Coronation Novgorod proper. 26 bucks. It's cheap. We could make that happen. We could make that happen all the time. But we definitely need a crown to begin the process. Interesting. So our options, well, we'll look at our options in a bit when we actually can afford something. Oh, and he needs more cash for the inspired new forge. Sure. Here's 50 more bucks. The crown is already deep in debt. Can I ask the patriarchy for some cash? Dearest patriarchy. Necesito dinero, por favor. ¿No tienes dinero? No lo creo. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah. Let's go do this and then ask this guy politely to change his faith. Or we could just kill him. Or we could also do this. That's right. I also wanted to look at the new traditions that we have. There's one in regards to both coronations and then oath taking. I don't know where those would fall under. Eye for an eye, forbearing, no. Loyal subjects, no. Pacifism, philosophy, culture, refined poetry, ritualized spirit, Spartan, strong believer, right to prove, storyteller, no. Rituals, maybe it's under rituals. Bound by faith, by the sword, polygamy, regional blending, religious protagonist. What the fuck? Concubines, that's not it. What do you think it's under? It's probably under realm, right? Court eunuchs, culture blending, that's not it. Dry, equal inheritance, esteem, hospitality, family business. This is another time where it would be great to have a search function instead of having to look through these different panels and being like, is this it? Is this it? I don't know if you ever wear a crown before coronations. I want to know if you can ever wear a crown. I think you probably can get a crown and wear one. I don't know if it will work, if it will show your character wearing it, though. Can you add the DLC to an active save, or do you have to start over? I would say in this case, traditionally, when they have like this is considered kind of a major update, you're gonna have to start over a fresh save just for best case scenario. I haven't tried to add it to an old save, but that's just the rule of thumb I play by, which I know sucks if you're trying to do a longer run. Oh, damn, I'm still playing CK2. No shame. No shame in playing some CK2. Day of Truth. The survey comes to bear. Several months ago, you commissioned a survey. Yeah, I'm still paying that survey off. On land and value all collection of the books. As long as this description of faith or reality, your taxes are more efficient throughout your realm. So we get 5% more taxes for 30 years. Was that worth 100 and some gold? Who's to say? Whom's to say? Someone say. We hold 4 title tiers, or no, not tiers. Somebody's inviting to feast. Should we go to this guy's feast? Sure. Watch, he kills us. That would be hilarious. How about we murder him? Just shoot the shot, you know? What's the worst that's gonna happen? Just go to the host event and then have them murdered. I don't think it's gonna work out. I don't even think we're gonna get a chance to do it. Do they try AGOT and its coronation makeup? Did you try AGOT and its coronation events? I did not. Unfortunately, having a wife right now would be great because the 61% chance would be perf. But let's shoot the shot. Damn, that's so strange. And then I just inherit that land. That's just so strange how that went about. Hate to see it. So strange how that happens, right, chat? You go to an event and all of a sudden the host of the event dies and then the king inherits their land. It's just such a strange thing to have occurred. Weird. All right, is that crown debt yet done? Almost. Let's do this one. Yeah, no problem, user. Ooh, my Russian crown is here. Over here, my lord, says Igor, my beautiful, lovely, gray eminence boy. 4-star, lovely man. I've toiled my many days and nights, and finally work is done. Present me with an object wrapped in cloth. As I lift the bag, my eyes grow wide. Whoa, that's some beautiful crown. Let's look at how beautiful this crown is. Stewardship per stress level +1, not bad. I like that. Prestige is all right. Building construction's fine, and vassal opinion +5. That's okay. My crown is complete. Coronation time, baby. Let's go and coronate. We need 75 gold for the most expensive thing. We need 132 gold. So let's just wait until we have 132 gold before we coronate ourselves. Let's pet Bruce. Actually, we don't need to pet Bruce. You also inherit his gold, which got you beautifully out of debt. Yeah, how much money did he have? Would have been good to see. Yeah. Cool. Point 13. When can we do the extort? Not until 1071. So by then it's fine. You will be able to host it at a later time. Years have passed since you ascended to the throne, King of Novgorod. You are a true sovereign of this land's prince. Words finally. Yet your brow is still bare. Oh, I can't even equip it. Wow. Sorry, let me. All right, it's not gonna let me do it, unfortunately. It's the game where you can make cousins marry each other. You can make a lot of people marry each other in this game. I guess these assholes are being mean. You can also, yeah. Is the HRE UI for elections still bugged? I don't know what you mean by still bugged, but possibly, probably. All right, I guess we're not going to be able to do the top. We can just do the, well, let's see. Can we do this? No, we need 104. Are we getting that debuff? Uncrowned debuff? Let's see. We are currently getting it. So vassals don't love us. Legitimacy per month is going down. Hard to say. The legitimacy Yeah, it's going down. Okay. All right, we have money now to coronate ourselves. Coronation time, chat. Yeah, so you can't even put on a crown if you don't have the coronation done. Okay, wait one more month. All right. Coronation time. Okay, messages and servants have been sent out from Novgorod for coronation. Only at last the invitation goes out and the court begins to prepare. Does it dawn on me that I'm finally to be crowned king of Novgorod? Soon they will crown me, and then I shall reign forever. Forever. Is there any court positions that would actually be helping in our event here? I don't think there is a cupbearer. Make this guy our master of hunt a cupbearer. I didn't really know this. Clicks tell. We can get more cash this way. How much more cash are we getting that way? Not much more. We could do court musician, which just increases grandeur. We need some people. These guys are kind of bad at their jobs. Let's get our son Igor to get artificing. Every year the court artifice has a chance to gain a weapon or armor. Sure, let's do that one. Court jester, and that's about it. Yeah. Choco Taco, thank you for the follow. When's the last time you guys had a Choco Taco? I feel like it's been many moons since I've had a Choco Taco. For those unaware of what a Choco Taco is, it's essentially they take a waffle cone and they put it in a taco shape, and then they fill it with ice cream and then cover it in other things like chocolate and just sprinkles and some other things. Should we marry the princess? Or nah, maybe not. Zoe Dokas. How long until she becomes of age? 12 years? No, less than 12. 6. Reynolds, welcome in. All right, we got a horse with who we got the Prince Sivitslav, and we got our spy master, the Hunchback. I wonder if he's called the Hunchback. Probably not. Guests have come from near and from far, are out of loyalty or curiosity. The crown swells with faith. Okay, so we have major supporters. These are the coronation supporters that have the biggest impact on the magnificence. Supporters are guests at the coronation of activities supporting the host in their ascension to the throne. So we only really have one dissenter. It's this guy. Kind of dumb because, to be honest, I could kick this dude out from this party real easy. And we have major detractors. These are the coronation detractors. They're the biggest impact on the magnificence. Detractors are guests at the coronation activity opposing the host. Sick. All right, we got our Bishop of Novgorod here. Before the coronation can proceed, I must decide who shall persist over the sacrifice sacred rites. If I am to secure the favor of the clergy, it would be wise to let one of them oversee the ceremony. This honor can only fall to me. You'll be the officiant of the ceremony. You gain prestige and opinion of the court champ, or you lose opinion of your court chaplain and zealous. Should we give the right to this dickhead? I guess, or whatever. Fine. I'm not that unhappy. Chocolate waffle in taco form. Essentially, it's like a. Have you ever had like a waffle cone? They just fold it in a way that it looks like a taco, and then you fill it with ice cream. It's quite the delicacy. King, thank you for thank you for the positive words. Sorry. In the shadows of Novgorod, the vipers slither about. Amidst their servants are courtiers prepared to the coronation. Baron Ivan whispers to a circle of recent arrived guests. They quiet immediately when I approach before Ivan bows deeply. My liege, I apologize. We were just speaking of matters of personal nature. Hey, Ivan? Can you shut the fuck up? This is my day. Huh? It's my fucking day, dude. I shall get the truth from him yet. 93% chance Baron is caught in a lie. The scheme revealed, assuming one exists at least. You've planned a pleasant gift. Okay. So our bishop comes to us. Oh, we got 150 renown. That's nice. So we can already do our first renown thing. Maybe we do the grand wedding one, because I wonder if this affects. No, it doesn't seem like activities got a buff to coronations or anything like that. You would think this would change a little bit, but no. Let's just do this one. Or does mostly fair change it? No. Doesn't seem like they thought of this per se, which is fine. Okay. Sorry. Off track as usual. King Vasily, Patriarch, I know that day is near where you will look at your reflection on a cold metal and wonder if you doing the right thing. Let it be known, let it be screened from every corner of the keep. I will stand by your side. He receives a small gift. I've commissioned this for you. What is it? A little brooch? A fertility brooch, dude. Ornate brooch of masterful craftsmanship consists of agate. What is that? Agate cabicon? I don't think I know what that word is. Mounted on a bronze fastener. He just becomes my best friend. Or, I mean, it is a cool brooch, but it's not as cool as it could be. Fertility and prestige, powerful vassals +6. I mean, we'll take it. Or we could be best friends with this 52-year-old man, or we could just take the increased magnificence. I didn't even look at what happens with these ones. A respectable coronation, a grand coronation, and a resplendent coronation. So each tier gives us more prestige and more legitimacy and prestige active reward, legitimacy and active oath reward. Let's just hit us with more. I don't need that brooch. It's a cute little brooch, but I don't need it. All right, fucking this dickhead again. With occasion, while stately and proper, still feels incomplete. It's just some rote gathering, some casual feast, or is this the moment of great political action for a historical change? My steward, Mayor Ingarv, whispers in my ear, "Ruler are not made great by words." What is this accent? Who knows? But by deeds. Deeds that shake this kingdom. My vassal Ivan, who thinks nothing of the occasion, watches in contemplatively. Okay. With a new order, I rally the faith. Let the skies themselves join in the celebration. Pay 45 gold. Have a servant release a flock of captive birds. Or spit on Ivan. No. A holy order of your faith will be founded and become the holy order patron. Ooh, that would actually kind of be sick. Dude, this is actually really funny. You can, I'm going to kick Ivan out of his position because it's the only city or county that has it. We get a free holy order, and we piss off our only rival right now, or our only like detractor. Let's see if he gets like eliminated from this event completely. No, he's still here. But we do have that holy order. Let's look at it real quick. Holy order. The Brotherhood of Holy Sepulchre? What is that word? Sepulchre? Supplica? Supplicant? The Grand Master. I mean, that will be really handy when we're fighting against the heathens that are the Uskanasi over here. Just when we're expanding up into this area, we'll use them to expand. Dude gained 80 opinion of you after it took holding. Yeah, that's what happens when you no longer are considered. We can invite him back. I'm not going to pay for his vacation. Hell no. Okay, sorry. Back to our coronation. I leave my guests behind and enter the church, search of a quiet moment before the weight of the crown dawns on me. The altar of the god shines dimly, illuminated by dozens of candles. Fragrant silence fills the cold walls. To my right, a mural of St. Matthew's offers me this stern look. To the left, a tincture that once was Jesus fading slowly in his smile, almost imperceptible. God, do not forsake Novgorod. I entrust you to Jesus. Prayer. We stress gain is less, stress loss is more, and then a prayer of wrath. You gain 1 stewardship and construction for 15 years, or we increase our magnificence. Let's do that. Yeah, the Finnic Pagans. Classic Finnic Pagans. Is it out? And our saves from the previous versions compatible? I would assume they are not compatible, just from my experience in the past when it comes to this kind of stuff. It is out. I think it came out this morning, or at least morning for me, this afternoon for you guys. I don't know where you live, so. While preparing for the coronation, worried-looking servant announces that Prince Sivatopolk and Daid have a moment before they barge into the room. Through some error, both have been promised a vaunted role of holding the coronation spoon during the ceremony. Classic spoon, dude. The spoon. The two have long been known for their feuding. Why are you feuding with this guy, dude? This is your account. He's a hunchback. I don't understand. Been for their feuding, and for one to see the role to the other would be mark of humiliation for their house, no matter. This one's, I guess he is housed. Okay, we can favor our count or the spy master, or we say we can make this work, or we can say coronation spoon carried by one of you. Excellent. Just piss off everybody, or just piss them both off a little bit. I mean, this one's terrified of us. This one has a positive opinion of us. I mean, this seems like the best option because they're both feuding over this. Nobody's holding the spoon. Finally, I find the moment alone when, with you, King Vasily, says Mayor Ingvar, greeting me well rehearsed bow. He nods, acknowledging a task, a sip of wine before continuing. Your most loyal supporter and your most faithful vassal, we stand here in your honor and to lend you your aid whenever it comes. It is my pleasure to ascend. I will listen to sycophancy. Every guest with the officer support intent will gain 50 opinion of you. Well, that's cool. I would like to notably increase it. Let's see what a notable increase is. It's only 7 points of a notable increase. Stop, says my son and heir. Am I crazy? Oh, it's just another guy who, it's because my custom character. My custom character, my first custom character still exists in the game. Which I forgot happens when you play this. So, oh my God. That's why I'm losing my fucking mind. Okay, that makes more sense. I forgot that when you have a custom character, they automatically are in the game. So that's why that guy looked like a Bruce, but it wasn't a Bruce because he was just my custom character's person. Let's go get him invited to the court so I can imprison him and then take his money. Okay, while having a busy preparation for the coronation, my son Gleb, he's really taking charge of things. No servants has bothered me with initiation in days, and I'm firmly able to focus on upcoming ceremony. He truly is a great son. He gets exhausted for 10 years, a moderate health penalty, or he is a model for all my subjects. He gets exhausted. Or this is how Bruce Dynasty does this. We do not have the patriarch bonus, so we can't get whatever this would have been. He's truly a great son, even though he's running himself ragged for me. All preparations are complete. The great ceremony assembled now awaits in Novgorod's high church. To the cheers and exaltations, my procession parts the town. Throng crowd by finest knights ride before me, my royal household behind. Horns right out. Look at this horse. Banners stream forth, bolding Novgorodian colors, peasants, and praise the king. And women weep ecstatically at the glorious parade. The game is called Crusader Kings 3. And right now we are in the midst of our coronation, and I hate this game sometimes because this shit goes like this. Okay. The county of Novgorod gives odd wondrous coronation, which is development decline minus 20%. Fort level goes up, garrison goes up, population happens, and it increases our stuff slightly. So I think we'll have a grand coronation at this point. I've always found the increasing court amenities and following orders is the best. Food, servant, housing, fashion. I feel like I always do housing first because it's the easiest way to get like random people to come to your court that you want, like specific, if they have specific needs and stuff like that. That's needs that they can fulfill for you. Passing the castle gate, my royal procession wanes its way into the holy altar, and waiting officials, the nobility, the clergy, and I solemnly take up our places amidst the soul-stirring rise fall of sacred prayers. Now the right of bishop's petition, I am uncertain, figured to these clerics, and they deliver their customary request with true earnest. Will you safeguard the faithful as the king? Nah, dog. Faithful on their own. Twist the customary answer in my favor, which means I get exploited the clergy for 20 years and god damn it. Dominance plus 10, domain tax plus 10, theocracy vassals, and sure. It'd be interesting to see what other things we could do here, but let's do it. So we're making a little bit more cash. And we've pissed off a couple of people. Vassal Novgorod come forth to give their allegiance one after another, raised open palmed hands one after another, bending to give kisses of fealty. I'm yet to even properly become king, but the devotion in the supplicants to move any heart. The great voices of the realm quaver with the feeling, and their faces glows with hope. How close are we? We're 2 points away from doing this. There are many vassals, bulwark of my rulers. Prestige improves, support, traits, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I've tried it a couple times and really want to play, but the tutorial left me confused. I mean, it's one of those games that it's just you gotta put in the time. But once you like know like enough, you can have a very good time, I think. The senior figures amongst the Novgorod peasants are next to shuffle forward, givers of the common assent of my great power and authority. The bishop warns that the stooped elder and asks if they will accept me as their rightful king. I can't click on these people for some reason. As their voices, words, and another sound meets my ears beyond the church, waiting crowd cries out joyful anticipation. Hundreds of people calling my name again and again. Vasily of Novgorod. We get increased legitimacy. Cool. I always say that tutorial takes like 2 hours, but you need about 200 hours to really understand the game. I mean, I would say you can know a lot about the game within the first 50 hours and have a still very good time. But I think there are like, if you want to start doing very specific things, I agree, 200 hours is kind of necessary. Carried forth in the solemnity, the icon of Novgorod rule, a crown I am to bear are steeped in prayers. Prayerful blesses the priest prepare my finery with ritual motions and invocations to Saint Peter, key bearer of the heavenly kingdom. With ceremony in my beloved Russian crown to be endowed forever to Novgorod. We can give the crown to the kingdom of Novgorod, or we can say, nah, dog, this shit's ours. Well, seeing as I'm going to be king of Novgorod forever, no need to worry about that. All right. What is this? The final sacral moment draws near. First, I must ordained by holy oil and changed as a leader of God faithful as one above the common folk. Our bishop, shepherds of the Novgorod, marks me with sacred, sweet-smelling golden oil. Yuck. On my trembling hands, my heart, my breast, my shoulders, and bands of my arms, the anointment shared by proper priest and monarch. My skin shines with the very approval of God. What kingdom do you play as beginner? There are a couple of kingdoms. I would say probably one of the easier kingdoms to probably play as is you can play as Bohemia. People always like to start in Ireland and expand and make the Irish kingdom. Outside of that, probably the Nordic kingdoms are easy to play as. They don't really have a lot going on. Usually there's not a lot of people trying to take over them. The blessed word is mine to spread. Gain 10 acceptance of all demand conversion type interactions, or high anointment, which is piety per powerful vassal on the council, 0.1, piety per legitimacy level, 0.10, holy order hiring cost minus 10%. Well, we have a holy order, so that makes, I'm interested in seeing if we're gonna have a crazy amount of holy orders now be created, because the AI is like making doing coronations and shit. That will be an interesting thing to keep an eye on. Forthcoming, the royal symbol, gleaming sword is girded to my hip. The beauteous jewels, the glorious mantles are placed upon me as one of the best kingdoms. Lords, bishops, and knights of the land cry out, finally praying that the God has behold our beloved king. Graced by royal treasury, I kneel just in one final time for King of Novgorod, the king I am about to truly become. He bows only to God. So now we get the crown sovereign, and everybody loves us. Now we got a little crown. Okay, this is like the oath time. This seems like an interesting thing. There's a limit of holy orders per religion, right? 4 or 5. I actually don't know, to be honest. Excuse my angles. I'm French. The DLC with the new maps is available. No. That's not until we don't know when it's coming out, but it's probably later this year, either November or December. This is just a small event pack that's being released. The assemble watch me, some with hope and some with doubt, all waiting for me to speak of my reign and swear to the future. I can hear the question they don't speak. Will I be just? Will I be fair? How will I govern the first king of these lands? I do not stand here as king to echo their expectations. I am come to choose my own path and way forward for the kingdom. Whatever Novgorod becomes, whatever I become, begin with the very moment. So we have secure alliances. I swear an oath to secure an alliance. Need to have at least 5 alliances with rulers that have opinion of 50 of you. One of the following must true. 1 tier lower, same tier, higher tier. Need to be completed within 20 years. You get secured alliance and legitimacy, prestige, opinion, blah, blah, blah. Expand the realm. The magnificence of the crown increases notably. I swear to oath, expand the realm. The realm needs to at least have a size of 17, currently 12. Need to complete within 20 years. Choose between boon to the capital, de jure, shift, or reward, legitimacy, prestige, and expanded the realm. Martial goes up, legitimacy goes up, or yeah. Supported my, greatest hunter. I swear an oath, because imagine the king becomes king and is like, you know what? I'm gonna be the greatest hunter. screw all y'all. I'm gonna become the greatest hunter. I swear an oath to become the greatest hunter. Need to host and successfully finish at least 3 legendary hunts or 10 regular hunts to increase the chance of a legitimate hunt sighting with the oath is active. Need to be completed within 20 years. We get the greatest huntsman. We get a unique bow and the greatest huntmans. Huntmans are hunting prestige plus 10, prowess plus 2, tiny health bonus. That's kind of sick. How much for this DLC? I think it's $5. I think it's $5, but we'll see. Bliss, thank you, Bo. The new king. There's double rainbow here all the way. Love that. Thank you, Bliss, for 31 months. Thank you for the continued support of the channel. We very much appreciate you. And congratulations on your recent nuptials. Can we get a praise bead for our boy? The same seems very hard to complete compared to the other two. Yeah, I think some of them are scaled a little bit weird. But let's see let's get through the rest. Magnificence of the increase slightly. I swear to oath to provide for warriors. Need to construct at least 3 fiefdoms, village fiefdoms. Unlock and access the line of building while the oath is active. Provided for the warriors, and unlock a final upgrade, vast martial holdings. So we get more knights, we get more regiments, we get more knight efficiency. Provided for the poor. Okay. I swear an oath to provide for need to construct 3 benevolent ministries. Ooh, look at that fucking dev growth. That's nice. Actually kind of sick because sometimes I feel like pop. Oh, it's only in that county. Okay, that's not as good as I thought. I thought it was like a duchy wide or kingdom wide thing. But let's see. Provided for the poor. Unlocks charitable institutions. So if you're playing tall, I don't know though, that's kind of, I don't know why you would ever choose this one, but maybe something cool would happen. I don't know. Strengthen the house. I swear an oath to strengthen the house. We need to have at least 7 legitimate children. Currently 1 out of 7 need to be completed in 30 years. This seems really hard. Strengthen the house. Tyranny lost. Shape the realm. I swear an oath to shape the realm to need to construct at least 10 buildings, 15 years legitimacy, and we get shape the realm. Interesting. So if you're young, this could be a huge bonus. Get it minus 25 construction time, minus 25 construction cost. That's pretty good. Installed claimants. I swear an oath to install. Need to win at least 3 claimant wars. That's crazy. The reward the legitimacy, prestige, a hook on every installed claimant, and a weak hook on the primary heirs. I mean, that's some machination shit. Provided for the faithful. I swear an oath to provide for the faithful. Need to construct at least 3 temples. Unlock the access line of building the oath's activity. Provides for this. You get the faithful and unlocks the final upgrade of monumental square. In 20 years, you cannot even have 10 hunts because of the cooldown, so you need help from others. Yeah, that's kind of cool to push development first and then invest into the money making it later. But in the end, I don't think it will be worth the reduction in income providing for what that is. Yes, I agree. I don't think we can have 7 kids, that's for sure. This doesn't make sense as much. I'm kind of interested in either expand the realm. That seemed like the most interesting one, or the shape the realm. Shape the realm was support, or expand the realm. Those are the 2 I'm kind of leaning towards. But for now, let's use a quick restroom break. I'm gonna run an ad. I'll see you all in just a jiff. Thank you for everybody who's been watching the stream. I very much appreciate all 25 of you on on YouTube, all 9 of you on Twitch, and the handful that are on TikTok. So I'll be back in just a jiff. We'll make a decision, and I'll be able to wear my crown now. So I'll see you in a sec. We gotta switch. We gotta switch between our different things. Because I can't wear my Sony MDR7506 professionals with a crown because they just don't. It doesn't work. It keeps readjusting. We have to switch to our shitty in-ear headphones that I personally don't love wearing. But all right, chat. Should we wear crown? Well, let's go big, Kevin, for this one, so you can see. Should we wear crown A? It's a nice plastic crown made out of plastic that has some gems on it. Or should we go to crown B, also plastic, but more floppy, not as bejeweled? So many crown options. This one's kind of weird because it can be taken apart like that and snapped onto a head, whereas this one pops off in the back and then does that. Imagine if crowns back in the day were made like this, where you could take them apart and reassemble them at any point. B. A is for when you become emperor. B. B? Okay. Let's go with our very basic. Do you think we wear the crown like this, with the big jewel in the front, or this jewel in the front? Burger King crown? I don't know if when the last time I was at a Burger King. So this one, I think this way. Kevin, where did you get those? The internet. I bought them from a party store, essentially. All right, I think we should dude, expand the realm would be nice, but it seems really easy. Is that weird? We only need 5 more counties to get this bonus. Whereas shape the realm, 10 buildings in 15 years. Can we even do that? That seems like a lot. You're looking dashing today? Thank you, man. Upside down would look cooler. But the greatest huntsman would be also sick as hell. 10, you have 20 years to do it? Yeah, but then you have to have 3 legendary hunts. You would have to have, for this one, you would have to have a legendary hunt like locked in already. Is it heavy? It is not. I play on Xbox. Is Coronation PC only thing? For right now, it is. It is only. 10 buildings is doable if you have a ton of gold. Well, we're making 8.9 gold. I do really like this. Let's do shape the realm. Okay. Does that where does that live? I wonder. Does it have a counter somewhere that I can see that is happening? Like, is there an oath screen? That's my biggest question now. Do we have like a like, if I start building a building now, well, we're gonna have to get a better steward. That's for dang sure. All inside, and then the best steward you can get. This guy. Let's get him in here. Pay for his travels, sure. Okay. Yo, what's your fave add-on when on console? Yikes. We could become friends with our son. We don't have a favorite add-on for console because we don't have console. We've never played the console. Let's demand this guy's conversion. He says no. That's fair. Okay. We definitely need to get a royal architect in here. This boy is going to be cooking. He's going to reduce the time and cost, I think. Is there anything else that reduces building cost? I don't think so. We definitely need a personal physician. Let's see if we can get our son as the personal physician for now. Where is my boy? My boy! Can my boy not be a personal physician? Because he's already landed. When did he get this count? Did I give it to him? Well, that's fine. Whatever. Is he already married? Oh, shit. Who's this lady? Oh, my God. What are you doing? Who is this woman? Okay, well, that's fine. Hopefully we don't play as him, or we just get another heir to be soon. Okay, now we have a little feast. We learn of so-and-so's secret. What is he? We blackmail him for being a sodomite. Yikes. You hate to see it, but we're going to demand payment from him. We need it for building all these buildings. Can't we wait to eat the cake? My silence goes to my peasants. Sure. So it looks like you have another whole feast event right after this. Had an interesting conversation, or we become closer friends with this person. Sure, interesting conversation it is. Who are these people? Is Hush Voices, my mayor, reveals a secret that he's been burdening him while processing the shock of the news. I see a mysterious woman leaning towards us, standing to catch every word. Who knows what this wickedness she hopes to achieve? She must not learn that the Ruik have intimidated the relations with intimate relations with others. Oh, his name is Ruik. Put this woman in prison? Have you guys ever seen a female eunuch? Is that weird to say? Let's take a picture of that. How much to make her stand? No, let's put her in the prison. Strange. Strange. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. I've worked tirelessly to promote the glory, to foster the grandness of my coronation. The guests are flushed with inspiration and what they have witnessed here. Radiating admiration, it was fitting start for my reign as king. From the beginning till the end, I spread no efforts to impress all of my attendees, friends, foes alike, but my fair hand presence, my utter focus on the success of the great gathering. What was it all for? The faith of my supporters. You will have additional positive opinion with guests become higher in magnification. No, my legitimacy and prestige. Impressive host, while guests will get impressive attendee for 20 years. And we get some modifiers. It's about the legitimacy. Okie dokie. My magnificent coronation is finished. My guests depart all deeply moved by the ceremony. We get the sworn oath to shape the realm. I don't know where that exists, but we'll see. Prestige oath for completing plus 160 prestige legitimacy for the supporters. One vassal gain impressive coronation. So our vassals and other people are going to pay us out more. We gain 250 prestige, 600 this, impressive that, impressive. Great. So we now have a bit of prestige to work with. I wonder if we're probably not the culture head for our group yet, but we could be soon if we conquer more lands. All right. So we have to build buildings. Is there a place that says what our sworn oath is? Classic paradox. Introduces a new mechanic, does not show where that mechanic is. We can marry to the Bohemian King, to this 11-year-old? Sure. I mean, the Bohemians are usually pretty strong. We could have a grand... Well... Yeah, I don't know. Also, this is why I never land my heirs. They always get dumb AI shit before I play as them. Yes. Is a ecumenical explicitity castration? Man, I highly doubt the ability of medieval doctors to tie women's tubes without killing her. True. At the point, you would be harder to get it appropriate, so I'd just marry someone with good stats. Yeah, that's true. Sum of skills. Let's see what we got. What do we got out there, chat? We've got not a great amount of ladies. Let's see if we can go look for our classic wife genius. We have a lunatic, 41 years young. She is not willing to come to our court. I wonder if we could sway her into becoming our friend. Let's keep an eye on her. Her stats are decent, but could be better. How much gold? Yeah, okay, so where is this oath? Okay, here it is. It did exist. Okay, I talked shit before. Let me revoke what I said just earlier. You have to have 10 buildings built. We can vassalize our neighbors. That's real. Sure, I'll take on some neighbors. So now our realm will expand. Damn, our realm would have already been expanded. Let's make this guy our spy master. And then we'll gain more land this way. How much more land till we become Russia? A lot more, but we definitely did that. What are you good at? Not really a lot. So we have money coming in. Let us go and see if we can build a building. What shall we build, chat? Let us build a forest. That's fine. This is our lands too. Probably military camp or something like that. At this point, alliance would be hard to get. Probably, so I'd rather bring somebody goods out. Yeah. Easy answer. Imprison the woman. She's smart. No, waiting to join the court. Yeah. Let's extort our subjects and sell some trivial titles. Get some extra cash. Let's do that one. And then what's the other one? Truly loyal. Great. So now we have a couple more monies coming in. Let us do forester here and a forester here. We'll have our buildings built in no time. Does it have to be in our lands? I assume it doesn't, but why would I put money into other people's lands when they could use it against me? So that's a couple buildings already set forth. We can demand payment from our son. These guys won't bend the knee. This guy won't be vassalized. Are we best friends with this lady yet? This lunatic of a woman? If we send her a gift, 50 gold for 35 opinion is not that bad. Let's get this. Building construction time is lowered. We're gonna do that one. And we have plague in the lands. That's not good. Let us go find ourselves a nice little position. This guy won't take a vassalization? No, we just need to 95 gold for a decent guy. Well, it is plague time, so I think it is good. Introduce new fashion at court. We'll save the money. She has been somewhat swayed. 10 opinion for, yeah. Will she invite to a court? Shh, damn. Reduces his taxes? How about we just not do that? And he pays us money. All right, we'll pay for this lady to come to our court, and then we'll see if we can arrange a marriage now that she's at our court. Spare no expense. Bing. Only dominant side of the betrothal can offer to organize a grand wedding. We're gonna lose some prestige, but that's fine. We have 3 buildings being built at the same time, 4 buildings being built. So now our lovely oath. Where's that oath? Can I ransom this lady or execute her for? No, it's not. It's not it. We should probably station our troops just so that that's done. I don't know why we have so many weird amount of troops. That usually the game doesn't give you that like many spots. It's usually just a handful. Let's look at our decision. So now we are 4 out of 10, which that got done really quickly, but it helps when you have cash just laying around for that. Grand wedding. I would love to do this event, but how much is a grand wedding? 183 for the base cost, which we can probably get done here soon. We can demand payment from our son. I'll take that. And then in 2 more months, we'll have enough cash. We can transfer this kid to that person. Is the kid mad at me? If not, then we're not doing it. We can stop swaying. We can start swaying this guy. And then maybe he'll become a vassal of ours. He is fickle, though. Our order has expanded, which is good. Now they can have more troops. And I think 1 more month and we'll be able to run this wedding. Yeah. Let's do it. This guy is bending the knee. Love to see it. Because he has a lot of starting income. Yeah. I didn't realize how easy it is to vassalize these lands. I guess it's been a long time since I played in this region. Maybe because my soulmate. Tell the peasants they can hang out. But I am concerned that if we get a border with the Cumania, they will kick our ass. I do. Let us do this one. Enjoy. Diplomacy, intrigue. Getting a point in Diplo would be nice so that we could ask everybody to love us. 36% chance. Does our wife have 46% chance? No. Unfortunate. More Diplo. And more Diplo. You acquired this. Oh, we did acquire that artifact. Interesting. So the artifact gets built no matter what. Even if we don't accept it, we could then later on ask for it if we wanted to. Why would I do that? Okay. Homie can become my best friend? Sure. Sure. Or we could get Confider. Ah, bestie. Love a good bestie. Everybody loves me. I like Grand Wedding so much I almost tempted to take Leisure Palace. I mean, there is an it's not really an exploit. There's a mechanic in the game that if you have traditions, you take this one, the increased chance of generating a temporary stronghold on liege who likes you at a grand wedding, which allows you to then get a bunch of renown, so you can just keep inviting him over and over and over again to get renown. Experiment for this, experience for that. We could also do, isn't there a construction one? Am I misremembering? Building one wise? I feel customs, this might be a hot take, but I feel like customs is not that good of a dynastic legacy. Of the dynastic legacies out there, here it is. It's under mostly fair. Let's do that one. What do you say to the allegations that you are the Habsburg? I say, look upon my face, look upon my visage, and say that to my visage that I bear no resemblance of said creatures. 66 gold, sure. A good old-fashioned bow, or I trust your judgment. Igor, get to bow making, son. Go blood. We get a lock of hair, or your marriage is set to be incredibly fertile. Damn, 44. Becomes the owner of this brooch. I'm not giving that brooch away, girl. Sorry. We'll take your lock of hair, and I'll immediately destroy it. Wait. Hold up, chat. What? Is it because we don't have an antiquarian? Can you not destroy artifacts anymore? Also, yeah, I seriously slept on grand weddings for the longest time. Yeah. It could be big as a vassal of the HRE. Interesting. Yeah. No, that's also, yeah, I seriously slept on grand weddings